Warning: the following program contains one long and very inconsistent conversation between two friends about Survivor, and an atrocious game of poker.
Episode 1 of Survivor 45.
And
Oh
it's
man, I was giddy the whole way through.
so in episode 1, a lot happened. Okay, I want to start here. Bruce just started talking, and Emily said, "You shut up. I'm gonna start talking."
I love it because I love me a feisty cast.
I know.
And I may be in the minority here. I don't care. I think that Emily is pretty fucking fun to watch. I think she's just so fun.
I agree. Emily, her calling out Bruce was not a smart move. She's a smart woman because she's completely right. But the fact that she said it out loud in front of everybody was not smart.
Unless everybody thinks she's not smart and suddenly it ends up being a smart move.
Right.
I don't know how that could even be, but already leaving us with a good start.
I know. I know. And that was before the challenge or anything. That was first 3 minutes. Also, I wanted to talk about Brandon and his first challenge.
Oh, I lost.
Oh, you lost. Brandon and his first challenge, he couldn't climb up the ladder, which was so upsetting because I've seen panic attacks before, and having it happen in the middle of a challenge, it must suck.
It kind of reminded me of Chet a little bit from Micronesia.
Slightly.
I feel bad for saying that.
He's not the biggest challenge threat.
I think Lulu overall is so unfortunately in a bad spot. It hurts me, man, because they're the most entertaining tribe by far.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like pound for pound, I'm getting everything from Lulu. I love it.
And well, we only got their tribe this time around. I do think there are some gems on the other tribe. We just haven't seen it yet. Lulu, every single one of them is a gem.
I just want to point out that everyone's a gem. Emily's the reason that Sabaya and Caleb are going to be together.
Emily's explain.
She grouped them up together.
Oh,
At Tribal basically called them out.
Yeah.
So shared experience and an easy uniting against a player. I just wanted to say that it's pretty clear that that's gonna be. If that's not gonna be an alliance, I don't know who's gonna be in on Lulu. I just don't want to see anyone else go. I want to see more from everybody.
Me too. I really like Sabia Caleb. That pair is just fantastic. Sabia Caleb, a great pair to have. I think they're gonna make it really far, and it's gonna be a fantastic pair.
Going back to the structure of how things went, and are you kidding me? I had a just natural 3 of a kind there.
Oh my god.
I thought this episode, I like the twist they put on Sweat versus Savvy after that opening challenge.
Yeah.
Because they actually, what had gotten I guess stale for me in 41 through 44 was everybody was winning and the Sweat versus Savvy stuff was kind of easy. Like the puzzles were not hard.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think they course corrected very, very much. There was they went from it being maybe too easy to, I think they're going to need to tone it back next season. Ain't no way they're keeping it like that. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I would have been able to solve that puzzle, and I'm taking computer science.
Yeah. I wouldn't have
I agree with Brando.
Minus the logs, I still wouldn't have solved the puzzle. I think that was just an impossible puzzle to solve.
But it's definitely created now our first instances of 2 tribes losing their stuff. No Flint, which I think is only going to propel. Reba's going to do very well in the beginning. I mean, they have Sifu and Austin. They aren't going anywhere.
Sifu and Austin are both crazy. Speaking of, well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Sifu
is crazy. The thing is, Sifu got caught spying on day 1. That is a bad look for you. You don't want that to happen.
Listen, I was just in love with the spy shack he made and how he kind of stayed hidden for a little bit. People were walking past him. I just enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's fresh. It's something new that we didn't get to see for a while, and I'm glad we got to see it now. So.
Oh, I lost.
Oh, you lost. Good job. So that happened, but not only did that happen on Red, but Austin also found a Beware Advantage.
The new idols this season.
I know.
Which are basically just a series of tasks.
Pretty much. But I think the tasks
I'm fine with.
I think the tasks are different for each tribe.
I don't know.
Because I didn't see any of the letters
whatever. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if anyone's gonna know, it's gonna be me. I've watched the episode about 2.5 times.
Have you actually seen it 2.5 times?
Yes, I was watching it with you, then I started watching it with my mom, and I'm supposed to watch it again with my sister to kind of get everybody caught up in the little group.
Do you think Austin will find the idol? Because it is a lot harder this time around.
Not by the next episode. I do not think he'll find it by the next episode.
Me too.
I also am not entirely sure how he's going to put the clue up to the tribe. Actually, you know what? Reading the clue, it's like you can see half of the words already. So it's, if he can decipher that, he doesn't even need to go up and place it by the tribe flag. So I'm gonna lean, he's probably not gonna finish it next episode, but I'm gonna guess by episode 3 we're gonna see, okay, he's got the idol. Ah! I didn't mean to do that!
Oh no.
Adam, I had a full house.
I have, oh wow, really?
Oh my fucking
You
God.
would have won that hand, Trey. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I was trying to raise, I kind of want to talk about the Blue Tribe. We haven't talked about them yet.
Let's do that. Let's talk about Bruce.
Mr. Bruce and the Blue Boy.
Yeah,
and girl.
First of all, Bruce says he wants to be the uncle of the tribe.
Yeah, that lasted for a solid maybe minute and a half.
I know, and then he goes around telling people what to do.
I don't care. His energy is so infectious this season already.
I know. It is a lot better. Last time, to be fair, we didn't get to see it last time because he bonked his head the first 10 minutes. So like, oof. But this time around, we get to see Bruce a little more, which is fantastic.
But I also want to point out to the actual strategic powerhouses of the Blue Tribe, which are all 3 women. Maybe less so Kendra, but honestly, I don't really know much about Kendra, except that she loves astrology, which it's all going to be entertaining in the long run.
Yeah, for sure. I think Kelly, Kendra, Katora is probably one of the strongest alliances I think we've seen day 1. I think we'll see how far
day 1, yeah, because Tika is a stronger alliance, but they weren't formed day 1.
It's true, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Here's my thing.
I'll call.
In the preseason, I was not high up on Katora, but she did some sly things this episode.
Me too. I'm with you.
She lied about how old she was to kind of bond more with Kelly and Kendra, and I thought that was pretty neat. She also basically played a modern version of my favorite strategy employed by Brian from Guatemala, a bait Blake strategy, which was basically, talking about yourself, kind of like making yourself kind of seem like, okay, I don't really want him around. Like, you're making the other person seem as bad as possible. And I like that. I think Katara's going to go far, and I'm going to need to make sure to change that in my day 1 boot list. Yeah, we definitely have to. Katora is definitely a lot smarter than I been her to be. And that was shown this episode. That was very I'm going to... Wow.
What a hand.
Wow. I'm going to blame it all really on just didn't have like much to go off of in the preseason.
Yeah.
Maybe that was on me for not like maybe triple reading the stuff.
Oh yeah.
But she's
totally
she's high on my list, but Kelly's going to be higher because I have to stay true to my winner pick in the beginning. I almost always do that. I want to talk about maybe another surprise for me, not on the Blue Tribe, but I was surprised a little bit by Drew. I'm with you on that. Let's talk about him. For me, he's exactly what he said he was from the preseason. It's kind of like cocky guy, but kind of feel like he's not going to be maybe the instant first boot, and maybe that has to do with stuff from like Sifu, unfortunately, or something like that.
I think so. But I think he's blending in right now, which is exactly what he needed to do. And I think we said that about him. As long as he blends in, he'll be okay. And he is. He is a little bit cocky, but honestly, this time around, he deserves it. Like, he's not the first person out there. So. Now, I want to get back to the Lulu Tribe and talk about how absolutely abysmal their shelter building was. They didn't. Well, to be fair, they couldn't. They didn't have the tools, right? So shout out to Hannah for sweeping the ground where all the leaves fall. Giving us another therapist trope because Tori did that too. I didn't even realize that. Oh my god, that's so funny. So that's so funny. Yeah, they couldn't do much. All they could really do was like talk, Oh yeah, because they didn't have them. They had nothing by that point. They literally had nothing. They had a rock. Oh, sorry, no, that was Red. or blue. They only had a rock. Everyone else, they're fucked. I don't know.
You know what they do have?
Yellow Tribe's a
Their
mess.
company to talk about the pyramids.
That's right.
I totally understand where Emily's coming from, though. Like, she's totally reasonable for maybe feeling, I don't know, a little bit on the outs there. Like, come on. What kind of conversation is that?
Oh my god,
I mean, if I was going on Survivor, I wouldn't really know how to prepare for that, unfortunately.
Be like, that's so fun. Just like give her peace. But okay, battery powered pyramid blocks are crazy. That's insane to me. Just
that is. It's a theory. And then we got
so
Brandon crying, Hannah saying we can do hard things multiple times. She got the episode title.
The irony.
She was the one who said the episode title, and then she quits.
Yeah, I know. The irony that has, because she was like, we can do hard things, and then she doesn't do the hard thing that she said she could do. That's just like, that's insane. And then she gets an episode title. Yeah, for 3 days.
Not even
2.5 days. And you know what? As much as it pisses me off, I'm glad it happened so early. I'm glad it didn't happen like halfway through the season and then we're disappointed. Like, oh, I tried, but I can't do it. But get it out of the way early. Get her out of here. We can focus on the people that really want to be there.
Here's my take on that quit too. I don't really mind it as much. I mean, it's disappointing.
Yeah.
But the people who are saying she took up a spot on the cast, the spot that she probably took, that person's probably on Survivor 46, or they're gonna get a call back soon.
Yep.
Like, it's fine.
Right.
I'm not okay with people in the community going absolutely bazonkers and sending death threats to Hannah's business. Like, what are people doing?
I know, that's insane to me. Because, like, look, she already feels bad enough already. You know that's how it works. Because she's like, I really hate that I'm like leaving early. There was an interview and I didn't watch it. But where she talks a little bit about the hate. She knew it was coming. Look, she can't be out there. She recognizes it. Everyone loves the game so much more. She's not going to stay and be like, yeah, actually, I'm going to steal all these spots from you and then still quit later on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't feel like it was fair. And you know what? I respect that little bit of her, but the fact that she just like, I can't go that long without nicotine, that's just like,
it was an advertisement or it was a PSA for no smoking, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. That if
I have a fucking straight.
I was hoping for a flush, but I went all in on nothing.
The immunity challenge was pretty standard.
It was pretty long, I feel like.
Long, yeah, I guess that's the better word for it.
Yeah, but you know,
highlight of it though, Jeff telling Brandon to keep going as he's lying limp. You gotta dig deep, Brandon, and he's just dead over there.
He's just not responding.
But we saw a new strategy with climbing, using the buffs. If that wasn't an advertisement to the buffs, I don't know what
honestly,
was.
That was
saying
crazy.
Like they are that strong that you could pull people up with them.
Yeah.
Pretty cool thing.
Yeah. That is actually insane that they can do that. But and it worked well too. Like they used that. Not only that,
too bad it was too late.
Caleb went up the wall first and pulled people up and then went back down to push people up and then had to climb back up again. I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very clear though that their tribe is physically lacking.
Yes.
And that's going to make a dilemma with it. If they lose another challenge, they either vote off someone who's probably physically okay for it in Emily, or they boot Brandon and probably have a better chance at winning challenges, but then they have to deal with Emily.
Either way, I think they just lose more. No matter what, it's not good for the tribe, which is insane because everyone was under the impression that Hannah would stay. Because like, why would she leave? Like, that's crazy. And we get either Brandon or Emily out. Both are bad for like the health of the tribe. She leaves instead. So basically the only people that would actually help the tribe at this point are Caleb, Sabia, and Sean. Sean is there also. Brandon,
Sean's there. I like Sean. Let me just say that. Great. We didn't see much of him, but I still like him.
His smile's contagious.
I regret putting him first on there. First out.
You better.
18th place. Just not how it went.
Yeah.
But also I didn't know that there was gonna be a quit. Like I put Hannah freaking 4th.
Yeah, I put her 6th, bro.
Like,
oh my god. I put Hannah 6th place. I thought it'd be a Hannah Caleb like villain arc between the two of them. But no, Hannah leaves early.
I just want to point out that only 2 of the 5 new era premiere episodes have been quote unquote normal. You have Jackson.
Oh,
then
wow.
you have Bruce in 44, and then 45 you have to quit. Like,
yeah,
there's unorthodox methods of people getting voted out or people getting out of the game left and right.
And in 43, Brandon had a day 1 idol play, which also
that was 44.
Sorry, 44. You're right. Yeah. No,
right,
you're right. I'm
right.
so sorry.
Getting back on track here,
Mm-hmm.
Lulu obviously loses the first challenge. They're the Lulu losers. They're Delulu. These are not original jokes.
No, I know. I saw them on Reddit too.
But something that was not shown in the episode was that the winning tribe, Blue, they got to pick someone and go to the Lulu tribe and sit and watch the chaos happen.
Not only did they watch what happened, but Kendra was listening into all the conversations and also got to cast a vote for that tribal, which I think, like, honestly, first of all, how do we feel about this twist?
Here's how I would want them to handle it if it ends up becoming something that obviously had influence. Because they didn't put it into the episode, just do a flashback. Like, I don't know how they're not going to show something, because Kendra has clearly, like, they're seeing things that happen on the tribe. So it's like they could just say that, oh, the tribe's a mess, and, allude to the fact that that was what happened and they just didn't have time to do that. I'm fine with the twist. It didn't really, like, do anything. I think Kendra should have voted. It should have just been, like, them, like, just an observation thing. They didn't really need to have an extra vote in there. So I don't like that part of the twist, but I don't mind them just going to visit.
That's fair.
So I'll give them 50% yay on that twist.
Okay.
Almost good.
I don't mind that she went to go vote also. It's not like game changing, and because there's 7 votes, then I was like, oh, that's interesting. Imagine it was 3-3 and she got to do a tiebreaker. Like, that's crazy. I wish they put that in the episode. I understand why they cut it. I feel like if it's important though, they should have kept it, right? And so the fact that you mentioned a flashback actually makes a lot of sense.
They could do a flashback. I think that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, they could easily do a flashback. I like the twist, by the way. It's like, okay, yeah.
Who do we think are going to find the idols on the Blue Tribe and the Yellow Tribe?
Right, okay. Oh my god. Okay, Blue. Blue's hard, because I think, like, the girls are all gonna, like, be looking. Jake would definitely feel the pressure of him, like, being on the bottom, and he would go look. Honestly, Brando's probably the least likely to find one, I think.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
Jake's also not likely to. I don't know. He doesn't seem to have he might not be the smartest bulb in the shed.
He seems a little bit naive.
Aloof.
Yeah. I don't think he's, like, stupid, but I think he's, like, oblivious.
He's clearly playing into Katora's hand, which is the right approach.
Yeah.
I think on the Blue Tribe, it's going to be Kelly. And on the Yellow Tribe, shot in the dark, Emily.
You're just really hoping for an Emily the comeback. That's all you want.
I'm not hoping for an Emily comeback. God, I just want Emily to create chaos.
I think she will.
That's all I want. I want chaotic tribe. And I want it to last longer than 1 episode. Please, for the love of God, do not let Emily go out the 2nd episode. I need her to eat. I don't care if it makes her look bad. I don't care if it's just a bunch of petty nonsense. A messy tribe is a fun tribe to watch.
I agree. What I don't agree with, though, is Emily finding the idol. I actually think she's, like, the last person to find it.
I think not. I think she knows she's on the outs, so she will be desperate to do anything to save her. And looking for an idol and not giving a care about what other people are thinking is what most desperate people are going to do.
But that's how you get a target on her back. See, if
she
Emily goes
already has a target on her back, Adam. She can't have any more of a target. She doesn't jive with more than half the people on her tribe. I think if Hannah did not quit, Emily was going home in a 5-1 vote.
I thought it was Brandon. Because so what happened was Caleb got caught wind of Emily trying to get rid of Caleb. But Caleb was still like, do we still have the votes to get Brandon out? Which he did. He did have
I know he was probably entertaining that possibility because they both are easy votes. Let's just be real here. They both are very easy votes.
Caleb never would have been that first vote.
But I think what also comes down to is she might not have the biggest threat, but she's always so paranoid. And we saw so much of that in the first episode. So she might think her threat is bigger than it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like how Lindsay was in 43, except she did not go the idol route. She just spun herself out of the game.
Yeah. I think Brandon is more likely to find the idol than Emily.
Oh my god. I think Brandon is more likely to stay in one place.
That's where I disagree. I think he realizes, oh shit, I am in trouble.
If he has a comeback, great. But I just don't see Brandon, like, doing any... I don't know if he's going to have enough energy to, man. If he's winded so fast the first day. If he does, and it was just, like, a quick thing, like, cool. But honestly, Brandon would be, like, maybe the least interesting person to get the idol.
I disagree. I think he's the most. So he's on the bottom. He sucks at challenges, but he loves this game more than anything in the world. I think finding an idol is on his bucket list. And I feel like now that he's on the bottom, he's going to have to do it now. The only person that would stop him, Caleb. That's how I see it. I think Emily's there because she wants to play a better game than Gabler. That's it. That's why she applied, by the way. You knew that already, but
I know.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I am unironically just like go Emily. Not because I don't like Gabler, but because it's such a balls to the wall strange reason to
I know.
apply.
And what a reason to like this. That's just crazy to me.
So I will actively root for her to get that idol because man, oh man, would it be juicy stuff. The reason why Emily would be so interesting is because she was already trying to form an alliance with Hannah and Brandon. Like, could you imagine if she brings Brandon in as like her alliance, or maybe not alliance partner, but ally for that round? And they just now they both have something that they could use to combat any sort of like Sean, Sabia, Caleb alliance. Like, it would just be crazy.
That would be.
It would just be crazy.
Now she can't do that. What she has to do is she has to get Sean. Sean is a swing vote now, probably for Lulu. Which I think is kind of crazy, actually.
Sean, I don't know what Sean's gonna do,
but
that's that.
No. I think Emily and Brandon are both gonna fight to keep themselves. Whatever. I don't know. It's a very hard situation, especially right now because there's two people that suck that are still in. Because
who sucks more?
Their best tribe is gonna be with 3 people.
I kind of hope for a tribe swap.
Me too. I'm actually hoping they do that, and I feel like it's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, and I repeat, I do not want what they did in 44.
Yeah.
I do not want that.
I feel like that's very possible,
It was
though.
entertaining.
I don't know, but 3 extra idols for 2 episodes, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it was not great.
Yeah.
But
you know what? If it does happen, it happens. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just I'd rather they not do that.
It really just means that someone gets freaking twist screwed out of the game.
Yeah, just a full swap is what I'm hoping for. Just like switch it up. It's been like 5 seasons since they did that. Like that, it doesn't happen anymore. So you know, if it does happen, there's gonna be some happy fans.
Cheering for a tribe swap. Oh, yeah. What a world.
I know, right? 5 years ago, we're like, what? This would never happen. So
lastly, I want to point out, the preview has something spectacular.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, Bruce doing the robot.
Oh my god, you're so right. He's on the boat to go to Shipwheel, and he's doing the robot leaving, which I think what an exit.
He would have fit right at home with Tika if he had stayed with Tika.
Oh,
literally, I could see him working with Carolyn and Jam Jam
easily.
And it would have happened.
You know what? Even if he didn't leave, they probably would have won a lot more challenges.
I still think Carson flips if Bruce stays.
Bruce stays. Carson still flips on Helen and Sarah for sure. I'm positive. And honestly,
but then if they ever go to tribal again, it's like Carson's going to be either that one that's picked off.
Bruce is one of those biggest what ifs because I think Carson honestly doesn't make it as far.
Could get out, pre-merge.
Yeah,
if he stays.
Yeah, exactly. I think Carolyn loved Carson to death. But that would have fucked so many things up because.
But like, think about Carolyn. I think Carolyn and Carson's relationship really blossomed when it looked like Carson was clearly the deciding factor.
Yeah.
and sided with Carolyn and Carson, or Carolyn and Jam Jam.
Yeah.
I think that attachment was so strong because it was a powerful decision, because it was literally a swing vote position.
And it changed the game. He almost won because of that. I genuinely think if he makes it to the end with Jam Jam and Carolyn, he wins.
But yeah, episode 1, I love it. Love it so much.
This episode really, I'm very happy. Especially 90 episodes. It felt like 90 60
episodes,
but I get more information that way.
90 episodes? You mean 90-minute episodes?
You knew what I meant. You know what I meant. This isn't Big Brother. 90 episodes. I could never. That's too much. But yeah, honestly, I feel like we did very well. But also, in the challenge, we saw Bruce, like, duck really low. And Jeff said, watch your head. Specifically when Bruce was going
Knew what he was doing.
Yeah, which I thought that was funny. Just a little extra Easter egg in there. Let's talk about...
My one hope for this season,
yeah,
a little more challenge diversity.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
It's such a wishful thought. Who knows? I'm just tired of obstacle
It's
and obstacle,
possible.
or obstacle and puzzle, or some combination of that thing.
They're working in that direction, I think. They did a couple new things last time.
That's true.
So
We'll see.
I'm hopeful also. Well, yeah, we'll see. Challenge diversity. I was gonna say, what are your thoughts on Brando?
I think he's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we didn't get a lot of content on him. However,
We got a lot of Sweat versus Savvy.
yeah, he's one of the big guys now, and he's willing to like put himself out there enough to take a risk to go do Sweat and Savvy. Which is
I
something
could
that
totally see him though. Like if it's Jake that goes home first, then it's Brando that goes next.
yeah, I do too. I think honestly, the girls have to
Brando
pull in a
goes
fourth.
home before Drew.
It's possible. Honestly, Red's looking really nice right now.
I do not see how Red can can lose a challenge.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I desperately need a tribe swap, because I don't want the pre-merge to just be all yellow.
Yeah.
We had Ua. I was so upset with every single time they lost because there were some great people on that tribe.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't have the entertaining tribe go to tribal council every single time.
I know.
Absolutely cannot.
It's looking like it because like they have to lose at least one more because Brandon's there. Maybe two because Emily's not great either at challenges. Not worse than Brandon, but they're both like they're both holding back the tribe in a lot of ways. So it's really going to suck when it comes down to it. Brando, I think here's what I think is gonna happen on Blue. I think the girls are gonna run the tribe easily.
Obviously, that's given.
Jake's probably
all it's gonna take is one of the guys to flip, and it's probably just gonna be Bruce.
Yeah,
because it's Bruce.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's either Bruce because he wants to fit in, or it's Brando because he's maybe a little bit easier to talk to. That's what I'm getting at right now. I think, yeah, the girls are either going to have Bruce or Brando, and whichever one is probably, like, that's going to be a detrimental choice. Here's what's happening.
I think it's going to be Bruce that they go with, because if they need tribe strength, they got it.
True, yeah. I don't know. At the end of the day, it is a social game, but I think Bruce is doing well enough where, like, why not take him, you know?
I hope for next my final thoughts on this episode and just my hope for it. Give me more.
Just more Survivor. That's all I care for. I think we saw a lot of yellow. I need to see more people. That's just what I meant.
I mean, it's hard when yellow is such a train wreck like that.
It's
like how?
Yeah, they have most of the content. You know what I mean? Because it's a mess.
Can you imagine how Caleb feels? He can't play the game he wants to even play at all.
I know. He's playing. He has to play like so conservative.
Yes. No, he has to play. He has to play the physical guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing. I feel like he's playing from the bottom, even though he's definitely not even close to going home. Just because there's so much he has to do that he shouldn't have to do. He has to carry the tribe. He has to carry the social dynamics of the tribe. Get rid of Brandon, get rid of Emily, and still be able to like do the shelter, do the like. He's doing,
and it might not even pan out for him because Sean and Sabia could just flip.
Yeah,
like that could be it.
No way Sabia flips on Caleb. I don't see it. I can't see it happening.
I see Sean making it a lot further than I thought he was initially.
Sean is actually going to be like kind of a threat of like final 10.
You know what? I really do like feel bad that I put him so low. That was wrong. That was wrong.
How are you supposed to know?
I mean, he's not gonna watch the video, but it's like, that was so wrong of me. I did him dirty, man.
Yeah,
I hope to see
bit.
more of him.
A little bit. I hope I do. He seems great so far. We didn't see a lot. He's just like happy-go-lucky.
I think he's a good
right
narrator.
True. I think so too. Well, everyone's a good narrator. That's how I get on the show. Go ahead.
I say this every single time that a season comes out, and it's just like, oh, can we just like not eliminate someone and just like, you know, see the tribe dynamics of these people for a bit?
Just get more content. Yeah.
But I'm glad with what we're getting.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be a good season. I see it. We don't have a lot of information yet, but these are gonna become really good episodes.
I just do not want to see. The only disappointment would be if it were a blowout for the Yellow Tribe. That would suck.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.